Mark chapter 15. Very early in the morning, the chief priests with the elders, the teachers of the law, and the whole Sanhedrin made their plans. So they bound Jesus, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate. "Are you the king of the Jews?" asked Pilate. "You have said so," Jesus replied. The chief priests accused him of many things. So again Pilate asked him, "Aren't you going to answer? See how many things they are accusing you of." But Jesus still made no reply, and Pilate was amazed.
Mark chapter 15, verses 1 to 5. It's interesting how people deal with accusations against them. Back in January of this year, there was a headline, a front page of the Sun newspaper. It had just been reported how difficult it would be to have foreign holidays this year during COVID. And the headline said, "Looks like it's Bognor again, dear." Well, it's a bit of a tongue-in-cheek way of using this wonderful place of Bognor. Some people may well think it's putting Bognor on trial. So some other people embraced this. On this board behind me, they put a huge, great big version of the poster, almost as an advertising thing. "Looks like it's Bognor again, dear." I did notice, because I'm down here pretty well every day, that it wasn't on this notice board for very long before it got removed. I'm not quite sure why and who removed it. Some people don't take accusations against them so well. When Jesus went before Pilate, he was on trial and being accused. The religious rulers wanted Jesus dead. They had done for such a long time. For them, it was blasphemy. But for Pilate, the Roman governor, he wasn't interested in their religious squabbles. So the Jewish leaders put a different spin on it. For them, the accusation then for Pilate was being king of the Jews. Here in Bognor, we have a royal title. Regus means of the king. It was granted to us by King George V in 1929 after his successful convalescence here, when he had been very critically unwell and recuperated, much thanks to the lovely sun and sea air. Well, Jesus is clearly of the king. Now, that would have been a threat to Pilate because Tiberius was the emperor. There is only one king, and that was Caesar. And especially during this season of Passover, when Jerusalem was packed with hundreds of thousands of pilgrims, it was like a tinderbox. So for there to be an incitement, for there to be some kind of uprising, a rebel, then Pilate would want to deal with it. Apparently, history tells us he was a nasty piece of work, but he doesn't really want to get involved. And he gives Jesus every opportunity to say something, to make his case, to get out of this. And yet Jesus doesn't choose to use that opportunity. For Jesus, it's an opportunity to make sure that his mission is accomplished. It's not going to be suicide, but it is going to be a rescue. Father, thank you so much that Jesus was prepared to die and suffer in my place so that I don't have to. Thank you for the way in which Jesus dealt with the trial and the threat and the accusations against him. Thank you for his confidence and trust in the truth. Amen.